Just another case of manufactured terrorism, nothing but a flat-out hoax. And by the time this video is concluded, it's going to be plain to see this was nothing more than a staged drill, 100%. One thing I want to show before getting to the ABC footage is what this former CIA officer stated, John R. Stockwell. It is the function of the CIA to keep the world unstable and propagandized and to teach American people to hate and fear. Not just America, but the whole world. Okay, this is a very important quote. This is what it's all about. Now let's get to the actual footage of this fake phony show from Manchester, England.
Reporter David Muir.
Good evening, and we come on the air at this hour because we are following developments out of Manchester, England. Reports of an explosion at an Ariana Grande concert at the Manchester Arena there, one of the largest arenas, in fact, in Europe. And we have a piece of video we want to show you at home where you can faintly hear the explosion at that concert.
I'm going to stop right there. Just take a listen how faint it is. Very faint. And supposedly 19 killed and 50 injured. You get your number 69, the occultic number of 69. Let's continue on.
That is the audio right there. It's believed the explosion occurred at the end of the Ariana Grande concert.
I'm going to stop right here. Look at these people exiting, and these people are just standing around. And this alone tells you the severity of this explosion is not, as of course, as bad as we're told.
The video coming in from the scene tonight, you can see concertgoers racing out of the arena.
People standing around.
Horror. We are told the artist herself is okay.
Now look at the crisis actors once again. Just look at the faces. Just nothing more than a stage photo with a professional photographer on the spot, as always, Johnny on the spot. And just look at those faces again. I mean, do you think they're in panic mode? This guy looks like he's about to fall asleep. Give me a break.
What's unclear at this hour is whether or not the explosion happened inside the arena.
Let's stop right there. I'm going to get into this photo. This banner from ABC News is kind of covering it up. But I want to get into this more. This is 100% staged just to pull the heartstrings.
Or right on the outside perimeter. Authorities, as you can see, are on the scene. In fact, police had tweeted out before we got these images that they were responding early on to some sort of an explosion, urging people to stay away from the area.
Let's stop right there for a second. You see all the people exiting the arena. And, you know, of course, people react like sheep, like cattle. It's basically a chain reaction. If someone panics, again, it's nothing but a chain reaction. I'm going to play a video portion in a little bit that's going to blow this away. And you're going to hear someone over the PA, and it's basically going to expose this as nothing more than a drill.
They have confirmed multiple fatalities and a number of injured right there at the scene. But again, as I mentioned, the artist herself was rushed, it would appear, to a safe place. You can see the police presence. I want to bring in, as we look at these pictures.
I'll stop right there. Showed enough of this. Just going to replay the same clip over and over. I'm going to get right into it. Now the photos of the supposed victims. Let me just take a look. You know, just use good discernment. You see this cop, this female cop, basically in a static position, standing still, not, you know, trying to rush this person anywhere. Get a little bit of another look here. You see here these people just standing around. You want to rush someone out of here, you're not going to be just standing around. This guy as well, just standing around. This is nothing more than an actress paid for her work. And like I showed earlier with this clown, you know, acting like he's supposedly injured. Give me a break. You know, just never passes the smell test with, again, these staged photos. Just take a look at this person here. Did they have any kind of worry or concern? Absolutely not. Okay, I'm going to get to that video footage. Again, that's going to blow this away. Take a look here. Who brings a dog to this concert? What the heck is going on here with this? This guy looking right at the photographer. And again, the Johnny on the spot photographer is all over the place. Woman on her knees covering, you know, basically one eye, the one eye symbolism. Stretching people out, supposedly. This is nothing but a drill. It's a complete joke. Again. Now let's take a look here. I'm going to get to that video footage in a second. That, again, is going to blow this out of the water 100%. You get your 23 or your 2 threes. And I'm sure, I can't say for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised one bit if the supposed bomber, the person supposedly responsible for this supposed tragedy, has a 33 name. We'll have to wait and see on that, but it wouldn't surprise me. some occultic name. Now, let's get to the footage that's going to blow this out of the water 100%. Okay, take a listen to what an American man, sounds like an American man, says over the PA to the audience in the arena. 100% tells you all you need to hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your time. There's no need to bunch up. There's no problems here. Just take your time and keep exiting the building. There's no need to bunch up and run. Take your time. There's no problems here.
There's no problems here. Supposedly, 19 killed, 50 injured by a massive explosion. And this man says over the PA, don't panic, don't run, don't bunch up. There's no problem here. See the problem here? This is nothing but a fabricated hoax. And this, of course, this audio he's saying wasn't meant to be captured, of course, and to be put out for public consumption. It doesn't jive, of course, with the narrative that this was a, of course, terrorist attack.
Thank you for coming and having a good time tonight.
Yeah, good time.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. And everything is fine. You know, they try to make, again, this world, you know, basically propagandized, like I mentioned earlier, with this one quote from CIA officer, again, John R. Stockwell, keeping the world unstable, hate and fear. And this is, again, what it's all about. Now let's take a listen to the very end of this video just to conclude, again, what this PA announcer is saying at the Manchester Arena.
Just take your time exiting the building. Thank you very much. Walk slowly. There's no need to run.
Walk slowly. There is no need to run. Okay? This says it all. This is an open and closed case right off the bat. Okay? Just like all the other events I've covered in recent history. In Russia, with the supposed metro explosion. You know, this is a staged event. And you have this. This was a drill before the event took place. The so-called Boston bombing. It is very obvious to see. This is nothing more than a crisis actor arriving at the scene and placed on the in the wheelchair with the, looks like the Masonic, you know, one leg symbolism with the pant leg rolled up. And again, going back to England, the 322, which I predicted the day before that something would take place. Sydney, Australia, and your coded 33 in plain sight with the supposed car bomb attempt. Okay, just like I pointed out how they love to mock as well. With Mason Wells, of course, referring to Freemasonry, supposedly survived 3 terrorist attacks, supposed so-called Boston bombing, the so-called Paris attack, and in Brussels. I mean, it's a complete joke. But people will buy it. That's what it all comes down to. Like I showed so many times with Richard Nixon, no hero, but telling the absolute truth. He says the American people don't believe anything until they see it on television. Not just the American people, but people throughout this world. So again, getting back to this video footage with this guy over the PA at the arena itself. Basically, this he sounds like a kind-hearted man, you know, and he doesn't like the fact that people are rushing out of the arena. They may actually get hurt over this staged drill. And this is what it all comes down to. Nothing but a staged drill, non-stop terror, and they keep doing it, and it's not going to stop. This is, again, how they control the masses. This is how the few control the many.